Alright, assalamu alaikum everybody. Ooh. Whoa. So what's up everybody? So my name is Hussein and this is Amina.
Assalamu alaikum, you guys. How you doing?
Alright, so I'm pretty excited to be up here because I honestly have a lot to talk about. And one of the topics, can you guys hear me good? Everything's good? Yeah. So one of the topics I wanted to talk about is just how to use social media for good. And just to tell you guys a little bit more about me, my name is Hussein. I was born and raised in Chicago, and I pretty much lived in different parts of the world as I was growing up. And of course, me and Amina are only 1 year apart from each other, so we kind of went on adventures throughout our whole life. So we used to go to, we lived, in Chicago for the first maybe 10 years of our life, and then my father started getting into medical school. And as he was going to medical school, this island is, the way that you can imagine it, it's just like an island full of adults. So it's a whole bunch of adults. They're all, there's not very much kids, so me and Amina spent a lot of time together. Yeah, we at one point had like a pet monkey because our neighbors saw that we were bored, and it's just something that that kept us, from being bored as kids. So all these experiences kind of shaped a lot of who we are and what we do today. I feel like one of the most important things in life is to travel and to see different cultures and different people, because it's something that will open up your mind to all different kinds of things, and your inspiration and your creativity and everything kind of grows beyond that point. So just to make it short, so I'm one of the founders of Pali Roots alongside with my sister Amina. I also run one of the largest trance music channels on YouTube, which is like a YouTube channel where I sponsor trance music records. And that's something that I started when I was 18 for fun, and it kind of just became a thing, out of the blue. And that's just pretty much, about me, and that's what I like to do. And I believe in every single business, you need to have two different kinds of people. You need to have somebody who is a visionary and someone who is an integrator, someone who's able to put the pieces together. And that's kind of how it is with Amina. Amina, mashallah, she's a very amazing creative person. Sometimes she just creates something out of nothing, and it's really beautiful. And that's why we work so good together. And saying this, I believe that you shouldn't be just, one thing. You shouldn't be just a visionary. You shouldn't be, just like just an integrator. You need to be like the best of both, so you're a very well-rounded person. So when you discover a lot of these, these unique things that you can do just by learning. So a lot of people say, for example, like, oh, I'm not that creative of a person. But I guarantee you, if you challenge yourself for 2 weeks to sit down and to draw every single day, you're gonna be much better at drawing from day one to to the end of the 2 weeks. Am I right? So that's pretty much how me and Amina work together. And just to tell you a little bit about Pali Roots, we're a brand that was inspired to cultivate the world about the Palestinian culture through our products, through social media, through our blogs, through our stories, and we're all about empowerment. And our company kind of goes by 5 different values. We believe in having fun. We believe in impartiality. We believe in what was it? Impartiality,
value.
What was that?
Charity.
Yeah, and basically, like, the things that we try to do is to inspire the world about Palestine through our through art and through media. So the topic today was how to use social media for the best, for better use. And one of the things that I recommend is to not check your phone, first thing in the morning. I feel like that kind of like sidetracks you from your day. So one of the things that I like to do is kind of, take a look at it maybe towards the end of the day, when you have a little bit more free time, because it's really addictive, right? They say we check our phones over 25 times a day just to check Instagram, Facebook. So kind of like, making it a little bit less is better. And another thing I wanted to say is like if you're trying to build a brand, one of the biggest things that very important to remember is to be patient. I feel like being patient is probably the most important aspect, because things just don't happen quickly, and that's something us as young entrepreneurs that we have a problem with, is that we think that things need to be done so quickly, and we get results. And so many people have built a brand, have a great product, and thought that they'll make money right away, and that's not how it works. It takes a lot of preparation, it takes a lot of time, it's really, really hard, but it's something that's so challenging. I mean, not challenging, but so fulfilling once you learn how to do it. And that's pretty much the story about Pali Roots and how we started. And Amina, do you want to add a little bit more?
I would love to. All right, so I see a lot of familiar faces here. So hello, beautiful people. My name is Amina. I am the design part of Pali Roots. So I didn't necessarily have to prepare for this speech, because I just want to be real with all of you, especially my girls. Social media does not define your worth. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you are everything that you need and you are beautiful. A lot of girls direct message my personal Instagram, because I do post really long paragraphs about self-worth and how to love yourself and love the people around you. And social media at times takes us away from that. It depresses us. We believe that our numbers defines what makes us worthy, and it does not. What makes you worthy is your parents. Your parents are everything for you, so tell them every day you love them, And for me, I don't necessarily think social media is a bad thing. I've made hundreds of friends through it. I've met people who came to the booth and said, hey, I follow you, and I asked them what their handle is, and I remember them off the bat because I had a conversation with them. Do not be afraid to shut anyone out because your numbers are high. Everyone's human here. We all have a human heart. We all have a heart. We all have a brain. We all have feelings. Everyone goes through a battle. So just direct message someone one day and really ask them, how are you doing? We don't get that enough. Tell someone you love them. We do not get that enough. So, as girls, we need to stick together and inspire one another, build an empire, and do great things in the world. And I promise you, you will do great things in the world if you have the great intention. And obviously, sabr is everything. So I want to talk about how to grow your social media page. Pali Roots, since we began, we're currently at 15K, and everything is just organic because we love to talk to everybody. Anyone that comments under our photos, sends us direct messages, we get back to them because we like knowing who you guys are and what you do and what you are inspired by, because that helps us understand what can we do to make you a better person. Pali Roots is not for Palestinians, it's for the world. Those who learn from Palestinian cultures. I feel like that's something we all can relate to. The Palestinian culture relates to the world, So where do you find content and how do you get content? You have a phone, you can go and take photos of a flower or yourself. Just write something that is meaningful, something that will inspire someone, create a conversation with somebody, something that will help other girls or help other men understand who they are and who you are. I normally love Pinterest. I'm actually addicted to Pinterest. That's my social media platform, and that's what inspires me. Sometimes whenever you design something, you can't just get ideas and creativity from out of nowhere. You have to be inspired by other individuals. So go out there and find your inspiration, and I recommend Pinterest because I think it's a good platform for it. So what else do I want to say? I wanted to talk about the dangers of social media. One of them is self-worth, like I told you guys. Do not think your numbers tell you who you are and what you are worth. And I know that's that's a really big issue in our community, is that we believe that how many likes you get, how many comments you get, how many followers you have defines how beautiful you are, and it's not. You need to take that idea from your head, you know? If you do have a lot of followers, do not think your ego goes up just as much as your followers. That doesn't work like that. You gotta remain humble and peaceful, you know? That's what connects you to the earth and the ground and God. You know, you are here for a reason. So tell me, what is your purpose? Tell yourself what is your purpose. And I promise you, social media is not your purpose. Social media is used to inspire, it's used to make friends, you know? So you gotta keep that in mind anytime you're on that platform. And the greatest advice, Hussein, is never check your phone in the morning. That is the greatest piece of advice. I would wake up in the morning and spend 30 minutes on my phone. Totally killed my entire morning. I could have had coffee, I could have said hi to my family, but instead, put your phone away. There is radiation, by the way, so do not sleep with your phone under your pillow. I know you guys are very guilty of it, so do not do it. Put it somewhere far away, put a soft alarm, and wake up happy. That's the biggest thing. I think everyone in my family tells me I wake up smiling. I have no idea why, and I can only thank God that He put that characteristic in me. But focus and keep yourself at a very humble state. So addiction and self-worth. So keep that in mind and try to grow yourself as a person. And most importantly, just wake up every morning and tell your parents you love them. My parents are everything to me. So Mama, if you're watching this, I love you with all of my heart. And I love my brother, and I love everybody who supports us. You guys are everything to us, and I love having you a part of our community. If you ever want to send me a message and just to talk, if you have something to say to me, please do not be afraid to reach out. I understand that we all have our struggles, and I hope I can give you the best advice. So that being said, I wanted to thank MAS for allowing us to come here and to inspire you guys and to connect with you guys. And I wanted to thank the Muslim Ummah for creating such great positive energy. You know, being here at MAS-ICNA has inspired us in so many ways. And seeing all the youth here inspires me as well, because I actually miss that part of my life to be a part of this community, and inspires me to have you here. So kudos to your parents for bringing you here. But last but not least, if you are still around, we're going to be downstairs at booth B15. Come by, say hello. I'd love to meet all of you guys, inshallah.
Alright, so let me say one thing. By the way, if anybody, how many of you guys have ever thought about starting your own business? Just by a raise of hands. MashaAllah, many of you guys. So if you guys ever need business help, business advice, or anything, you guys can send me a message or send me an email, Hussein@paliroots.com. I'd love to help every single one of you guys. That's something that's very important to us for Paliroots, is that we want to inspire more people to be entrepreneurs in this community. We need more entrepreneurs in the Muslim community. So if you guys literally have the inspiration and the drive to become a business person, and you want to learn from A to Z, I'll try my best, inshallah, and I promise you I'll dedicate that time. Thank you.
Let's give a huge round of applause. Thank you both so much. We really appreciate all